Perfect. So welcome to Chillin with Saree. It is, we got D'Angelo waving. Hey!
I missed my intro to say hi,
Welcome.
but hi.
Yes. Hey. Welcome. It is Friday, June 12th, 2020. I'm so happy and grateful to be here with all of you guys. I'm so happy you guys could join me. Friday, you guys. We made it to the end of the week. We are trucking along through June. It's already halfway through June. Just a couple more weeks until July hits us. But it is all good. We are keeping it moving and we are grooving. So let's go ahead and get our call started. Share screen here. Perfect. So I was thinking about you guys, and I'm always just constantly trying to figure out what type of value I could bring to you all. It's just I always think about a lot of different topics. I'm actually super excited because in 2 weeks was that June 22nd, June 26th. We will actually have a special guest on our call. It's someone that I went to high school with, and she's going to actually be coming on the line and just doing a small training, just sharing some value on why mental health is so important. So super excited. Please pop that into your calendars so you don't miss it. That call I will be opening up to any and everybody who wants to listen, because again, I do believe that that is some information that anybody can benefit from. So we will definitely send some information out for that soon. But for right now, after all of the mindset and everything from Riyadh, from B. Burrell, from Bryce this past week, I wanted to go ahead and do a small training on one that I actually heard from Nino's call a few months ago, one that like really hit home for me. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things with you guys in that regard. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So tonight's topic is, what will you become? And of course, as we do these mindset calls, there will be some subjects that will kind of intertwine, just because it all plays a factor when it comes to our success and just our journey, just that process of getting to our destination. So what will you become? Now, did you know that you are capable of any and everything? It is usually the lack of information that inhibits us. Now, I want to just focus a little bit really quick on that word, information. Actually, information, when you break it down, is inform action. So everything I hear will be funneled out or positively influencing what I will be or what I am currently doing. So with that information, it kind of goes into, again, what is it that you are thinking about? What kind of information are you allowing into your mind so that it can be put into action? So again, what goes in, what is formulating into your mind, and what kind of action is being created, what is being manifested based off of the information that is coming into your mind. My apologies, it does look like my slides got a little bit out of order, so just bear with me for a moment. But I do want you to think about the following. Who were you? Who are you currently? And who will you become? Now, the person that I was 10 years ago uh, is not the same person that I was even just at the beginning of this year. It's not the person that I was even just a couple of weeks ago. However, we do have to keep in mind that whoever we were, it contributes, it has contributed to who we are now and is contributing to who we are going to become. Now, I just want you guys to keep in mind that whoever you may have been at a certain point in time, that's who you needed to be in order for you to get through certain obstacles, certain challenges, whatever was going on in your life at that time. You were who you needed to be. Now, I know you guys have heard, whether just being on a presentation with me or from other mentors, I first heard it with Justin Owens. He said that if if who you are today could get you everything that you wanted, you'd already have it by now, right? Now, just keep in mind that with everything that we do, it allows us to grow. It allows us to take a step further, again, in our process, in our journey, to become who it is that we are destined to be, who it is that we are supposed to eventually grow into, whether that's for next week, whether that's for a couple months from now, whether that's for a couple of years from now. Again, pretty much with new levels comes new devils. So again, you become who it is that you're supposed to for that chapter in your life, for you to continue growing. So again, I just want you to take a moment, whether now or after our call tonight, just take a moment to reflect and think about the person that you may have been, and think about the person that you are currently. And again, just think about not only your strengths, but things that you can improve on as well. Again, so that way you know who it is that you want to become. And we'll dive a little bit more into that in a second. So again, this is me uh, here talking to you and on the screen. Who I am today, again, is not who I used to be. Um, but with that said, I honor who I am currently, all of my strengths, everything that I still have to improve on, as well as what it is I have in my mind as far as the person that I want to be. Again, just whether with 90-day goals, with 6-month goals, with 5-year goals, I have it in my mind as to what it is I want to look like. Now, to assume a higher level of being, you must assume a higher concept of yourself. Self-image and subconscious understanding, or the belief of who you truly are, is key. Now, I want to break that down a little bit more for you guys, because it's like how do I get there? How do I develop that? So, how do I get from here to there as far as what it is that I want to become? What you want that is over there is already here. And that is a concept that a lot of people tend to struggle with, that again, what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, it's already done. It's already here. It's already there for the taking. It's just a matter of time. Again, things I must experience for you to be able to grow and prepare to receive it. Now, a lot of people struggle with getting to the point of achieving their desires because they haven't necessarily adjusted their frequency to be able to vibrate on the same level as their desires. So you have to make a couple of adjustments in order to again get to get to where it is that you want to go. If I could kind of put it in more of a visual sense, say you are on one side of a bridge, right? And you have your desires and everything on the other side. You're traveling along the bridge, and you see everything that you want just right there. It's so close. And you just so happen to come across an obstacle or a place in the bridge where it might be broken. You have to be able to adjust to where maybe, okay, maybe I need to step back a little bit to give myself a little running start so I could jump. Maybe I need to go find a log to be able to, put it in a place to where I could cross over with ease. Again, you just have to go through certain things. You have to make certain adjustments in order to get what it is that you desire. The next thing is to follow the blueprint. Study what you desire to be. They always say it's best to model success or to, again, follow people who have what it is that you want. If I want to be an amazing singer, it wouldn't make sense for me to necessarily go and study mathematicians because they have nothing to do with singing. I'm going to go study the, Lauryn Hills or the Beyoncés or whoever in order to develop myself so that I can get into a position to become a better singer. Again, if I want to be a great leader, I'm going to go and study great leaders who have had success so that, again, I'm creating a blueprint or I'm following a blueprint that's already been set in place in order for me to be able to achieve success as well. Now, of course, what you think about is what you become. I don't know if a lot of you guys knew this. I know that I didn't know this initially, but 70,000 thoughts go through your mind daily, both consciously and subconsciously. So you have to keep in mind that our subconscious mind, it creates our outer world because, again, everything that we're thinking about, we're manifesting out into our outer world, out into our reality. So if you're constantly thinking about your job, whether that's, when you wake up in the morning, oh, I have to go to work, or once you get there, oh, I don't want to be here. And then when you get off, oh, I'm so glad that I'm off of work. You're becoming your job. And I know for one, at least for me, when I was working my job, because I was constantly thinking about my job, it caused a lot of stress. It caused me to be a little bit sad sometimes just because it was taking away time from me wanting to be able to sing more and act more and model and trade, even just because, again, I was too tired to focus on what it is that I really wanted. So if I were to start thinking more about trading or, again, different ways to improve my singing, constantly putting information into my mind about the things that I want. And again, this could be, it doesn't have to be singing or trading. It could be even, again, I believe we have someone in our family who's trying to manifest her dream house. If she's constantly thinking about her house and all of the rooms and what they look like for her kiddos, maybe a space in the house for her specifically, for her to be able to build, her business or, do her nails even, because she's constantly thinking about it, that is something that will eventually be manifested into her reality. Same goes for, again, just success in general, but you have to be specific about what it is that you want. It can't be anything that's just broad, but just keep in mind that as long as you ask, you will receive. You just have to be able to adjust, again, your frequency, your vibrations to match that of the universe and your desires, so that way it can be reciprocated right back to you. Now, next thing is you want to hold yourself accountable. Sometimes we will set a goal for ourselves and we'll get a little off track sometimes. I was telling this to Jaquay, our family member Jaquay, the other day. I think it was yesterday, how just sometimes, for example, with me and working out, I'll set a goal for myself. Okay, you know, I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna get my health up. And you guys, I'll be at it. I'll be excited. I'll be in the gym, you know, doing my little selfies. Like, yeah, I just put in a hard workout. And 6-7 days later, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm, you know, a little tired. Let me just take a quick break. And then one day turns into a couple days. And then 3 weeks later, I'm like, crap, I haven't worked out in a while. You know, so you want to hold yourself accountable, especially if it is something that you truly desire and something that you truly want. It takes 21 days to create a habit. Okay, so even if you're taking little steps to create that habit and to get towards your goal, little steps eventually turn into big steps, and big steps can turn into some great success. So again, you want to hold yourself accountable in the regard that if it is something that you truly want, something that you truly desire, stick with it. Stick with it as much as possible. And again, we're human. Sometimes we get off track a little bit. If that is the case, try again. Try again. Don't give up. Again, just start where you can and continue to move forward. Now, you also want to stand guard at the door of your mind. You want to be careful of what it is that you let go into your mind, just because, again, your subconscious mind creates your outer world. So whether it's, you know, music that you're listening to, whether that's certain shows that you're watching, or even when you're on social media, there's a lot of people, including myself, who used to look at the shade room a lot or different posts or different pages that just had like a bunch of memes, just so that I could laugh, which, okay, there's nothing wrong with, you know, laughter, but what were those memes doing to benefit me and add to my purpose in life? You know what I mean? Again, I can honestly say I used to listen to the radio a lot. I don't listen to the radio as much as I used to. A lot of people instead listen to different personal development audio tapes, or different, you know, again, different audio tapes, even as far as the skill that they want to improve on. So again, just think about what's going into your mind, because of course the ears are the gateway to your heart, and your heart is going to give you what it is that you desire. Now, the law of association is key. Of course, you want to surround yourself with people that speak life into you. Now, some of us can be an environment sometimes that we can't always control. And we have certain people that are talking negatively. That's where it goes, the ball goes back into your court as far as learning how to be able to tune out that negativity and finding more people who have those same beliefs as you, who have the same positive vibes as you do, You guys, I cannot stress enough how excited I am each and every day just thinking about the fact that finding this community, our family, has been like no other. I didn't experience any of this in high school. I've always had like one or two like really good friends that like were really close, but to be amongst hundreds of people, a few thousand people who are on that same vibe, who are on that same length of frequency is just so refreshing just because I don't have to worry about, too many disagreements or um, there's a certain way of going about communication to where it's still done in a positive manner, even if there might be a subject that isn't necessarily agreed on. Um, so again, if you're able to associate with people who are on that same wavelength as you, even people who are at a level that you want to get to, um, being in that environment will help you grow. It'll help allow you to be able to fill your mind with information that's needed to become the person that you want to become. So, of course, with that said, you want to keep your vibrations high. And, of course, long enough, you will be able to accomplish your goals. But you have to believe it, family. You have to believe it. And believing it is definitely key. So, the great secret is controlled by imagination and well sustained attention, firmly and repeatedly focused on the feeling of a wish, fulfilled until it fills the mind and crowds all other ideas out of consciousness. Now, that was said by Victoria Goddard Neville from her Power of Awareness book. If that is something that you want to add to your repertoire, again, just to improve on that, that personal development. But again, I want you guys to focus on the fact that it is the feeling that is definitely going to be key. When you think about, when we talk about gratitude, and our affirmations, we can say it all day, all night, oh, I'm thankful for this. Or I am abundant, wink, wink. Shout out to D'Angelo from his Positive Vibes call.
Hey!
When you're saying your affirmations and your gratitude, you got to put some feeling behind it because otherwise they're just words. They're just words. Now, yes, your subconscious mind creates your outer reality, but if you don't believe it, then what's the point? What's the point, right? So you have to, again, digging into the word believe, you have to be the lie until it becomes the truth. Again, you have to believe, be the lie until it becomes the truth. I know for me, I say a lot and I write it down that I am so happy and grateful now that I'm making a minimum of $10,000 a month. There's a difference between me saying, oh, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm making $10,000 a month, and me saying, I am so happy and grateful now that I am making $10,000 a month. You have to believe that you already have it, family. You have to believe that you are that successful dancer, that successful realtor, that successful master beast of a trader. You have to believe that you're already there so that it can come to you, so that the universe can give that to you. Because again, if you already believe that it is so, then your subconscious mind and your heart will help make that become true. Again, it is part of the art of manifestation. That is key when it comes to that whole process of becoming. So, to be transformed, the basis of your thoughts must change, you guys. So, I want you to focus on the following. 1, what does your era look like? What does it feel like, and what does it sound like? And what would you be doing? I, as a successful trader, I don't see myself, wearing this. No offense to Fashion Nova, because I love Fashion Nova. I might have a couple pieces here and there. But I picture a whole nother wardrobe, you guys, with high heels and some bright colors and my hair laid all the time, my nails done all the time. Just this real confident, I see myself being so confident. Even, you guys, when it comes to my dream car, my little Corvette coupe, all yellow, whenever I think about my dream car, I legit picture myself like opening up my door, and the first thing you see is just like this long black stiletto boot that comes up to my leg. I step out, got my little cute jeans on with my shades, got my little high ponytail going on with my little, with my little fur. Picture that for yourself. Because if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands, you guys. Yes, it might seem silly to other people, but who cares? If you guys were on Bryce's call the other night, he said the numbers might not make sense to other people, but it makes sense to me. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Live in La La Land, you guys. Who cares if nobody else wants to live in La La Land with you? I will be in La La Land with you, because we got things to achieve. We got goals to achieve. We have bags to secure, family. And whoever doesn't want to believe that with us, then that's cool. Let them stay there. Let them be where they are. But David Imonitie is constantly talking about getting those experiences. Get those experiences, family, so that way, again, it increases your belief, it increases your desire. And again, it's something that you can get in the habit of doing over and over and over again. You guys, when Dee and I had the opportunity to go eat at the Obliques at the Shard in London, you guys, we're doing that again. We're doing that again because I wanted us to experience that. Because why not? I deserve that. I deserve to eat in tall freaking buildings that are 32 levels high with some bomb salmon and wine and be able to enjoy myself. So because I got a taste of that, because that's something I visualize being in my life often, I'm gonna go out and do it again. So go out and get those experiences. Once you visualize and see what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, go out and experience it, even if it's not something that you can just say that is fully yours quite yet. At least go out and get a taste of it. Because you can't desire something that hasn't at least been put in your mind, but even more so, something that you haven't experienced yet. So if you get a chance to go stay at the high-end hotel, even if it's for a night, or go check out that high-end restaurant that you guys see, all those rich people walk into. If you want to be a rich, go do what the rich people are doing. Figure out a way to go do what the rich people are doing. If you want to be successful, go figure out a way to do what the successful people are doing. Now, in addition to that, your why. Think about why it's important to you. Why is this vision important to you? You guys, for me, I want to make a minimum of $10,000 a month. One, so that I'm able to take care of all of the, basic necessities that I need to take care of, including my portion of the rent at our little loft that we have desired staying at and plan on staying at, to be able to take care of my car payment for my little Corvette coupe, but also to make sure that my family is taken care of. You guys, my mom is going through a tough time right now. I won't get into too deep about what's going on with her, because I'm not here to necessarily expose what's going on with her. But I will say that her big 50 is coming up next month. And birthdays have always been important to her. I think that's why I'm so big on birthdays, you guys. But birthdays have been really important to her. And it was my goal to be able to give her $5,000 for her big 50 so she could do whatever the hell she wants to do with it, you guys. Now, is that still possible? Yes, I still definitely have time to get there. But because of the position she's currently in, because of the life experiences that she's dealing with currently, I made the decision to send her $500 today. So I messaged her, I told her, hey mom, happy early birthday, I cash apped you. And she messaged me back with a couple of crying face emojis. And she was like, really? Like, why so much? And I told her, like, I really wanted to be able to do 5,000, we ain't there quite yet, but we're gonna get there. But it was something. She deserved that. At the very least, for the woman who's given me life or who's contributed to giving me life, I can give you $500, But it hurt my heart for her to say, well, why so much? I don't want her to want for anything. I want her to be able to get whatever she wants. Just because, again, she's given me life. She's given me so much wisdom. She's helped create the person who's speaking to you guys tonight. I've gotten messages from my grandmother say, hey, do you have an extra, only if it's extra $10 to $15 just so that I could get to the end of the month. And it's only a week into the month. Like, what do you mean $10, $15 to get you to the end of the month. I hate those messages. I hate those messages because it makes me so sad that my grandma is in a position to where she has to reach out to ask for an extra $15 just to get by for 3 more weeks. So I know that's why my vision is important to me. Your why is what will push you. It's what will drive you to make sure that you accomplish your goals. It will drive you to be able to get to what it is that you desire. So think about, again, why is this vision important to you? Whether it's you want a better life, whether, again, you want to break financial curses that you've had in your family. Maybe you struggled when you were younger, your family struggled when you were younger, and you don't want to deal with that anymore. I know that feeling. I used to move around like literally every 1 to 2 years when I was younger. And I know my mom, she was doing the best that she possibly could, you guys. So I'm not judging her. But seeing my mom have to work 2 jobs and try to make it with food stamps and Section 8, I hated seeing her struggle, you guys. And I made the decision that I was not going to struggle. My kids were and are not going to struggle the way we did when I was younger. Now, granted, I still had it way better than a lot of people. So for that, I'm grateful. But do I want my kids to experience that? No. So think about that, family. Think about why you want the success, why you desire to be a particular person. Why having all of the fancy clothes and name brand stuff might be important to you. And 3, think about who or what inspires you. And that goes again into that modeling success, because if you have even 2 to 3 people that you can look at and see that they have success, they have what it is that you want, that means it's possible for you too. And if you don't currently have somebody that inspires you or a particular thing that inspires you, let that be part of your homework. Go find something. So that way you're not just hanging in the void trying to figure it out by yourself, because you don't have to. With that said, let that become part of your daily affirmations. I am living in the house of my dreams. I am retiring my mom, or I have retired my mom. I am a successful singer and actress. I am a master trader and a 6-figure earner. Why? Because it's important to me. Why? Because I don't want my family to struggle anymore. My family is not struggling anymore. Let that be an affirmation. I am doing this so that my kids can have a better life. I'm doing this because I deserve happiness. Don't be afraid to dream big, you guys. Again, just shout out to Bryce and his call again. Like, dream big. Dream big, because again, If other people can do it, you can do it too. If you want to be a trillionaire like Jeff Bezos is on the way to being, then go do that, because it's possible. If he can do it, why can't you? Yes, we have Chairman 753, Chairman 750s. That means it's possible. So if that's what you want to do, go do that. But think about, again, all of the steps that it takes to get there. With that said, though, keep in mind that as long as you get to the end result, that's what matters. Not everybody's journey is the same. I was looking at something the other day and it said that just because 1 plus 8 equals 9 doesn't mean that 2 plus 7 doesn't equal 9. Yeah, it does. It's just a different way to get to 9. It doesn't mean that 3 plus 6 doesn't equal 9. Yeah, it does. It's just a different way to get to 9. So yes, there might be a couple of different adjustments here and there for you to get to the same goal for the people that you're modeling. But again, as long as you're working on the personal development, as long as you're seeing it in your mind, and again, you're sticking with it, you're holding yourself accountable to get there, then you will get there. But you have to be all in, you guys. You have to be all in about who it is and what it is that you want to become. Now, with that said, I pulled a couple of pictures of some of our family, not everybody. But I wanted to point out that the Dustin you see here in this picture, who he is right now, isn't the person that he was 10 years ago. And it may not be the person that he's going to be in 6 months or 10 years from now. He might not be wearing the same style clothes. I can't tell you how many different hats he's cycled through. You know, he done went from his little fedora hat to ball caps to bucket hats. He might not be wearing any hats in 5 years, or, you know, like, who knows what is his vision as far as who it is that he wants to become. But he is who he is now to take care of the things that are in his environment currently. But for the things that he desires, he's going to have to take certain actions to grow to get there, to be the person that he wants to become. We have Bree. Who Bree is in this picture, again, may not be the same person that she's going to be here in a couple of years. Same goes for D'Angelo, Q. We have Jake, Victoria, LaCree. The list goes on, you guys. But everything that you need in life, you already have. Bob Proctor says that you are perfect. Your DNA is perfect. You just have to have faith and be in an environment that has faith to receive the blessing that is meant to be given. Shout out to David Imonitie with that. But everything that you need, everything that you desire, you have what it takes to get that. You just got to tap in. You just got to tap in. I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to see David's post, David Imonitie's post, where he said the key to being a winner is in the word itself, inner. You have to do the inner work in order for you to become a winner. So, again, think about that, family. Think about, again, who it was that you may have been, who you are currently, and who it is that you want to be. Think about the future you. What will you dress like? What will you smell like? What will your environment look like? Think about that. Write it down and let's get it. All right? So, with that said, that is our mindset portion of tonight, family, for Chillin' with Saree. I hope you guys were able to find some value and were able to take something away from that. So, I am going to go ahead and stop our recording, and we will go ahead and open it up for anybody who wants to hop on the line.